back where she's from, but she's just got used to it. This is the life she has, so she doesn't know anything else, so she just cannot imagine what the other people are doing.
I might be wrong, but I thought that when you start your training, it's a lifelong commitment to say, I will be Geisha.
There
was no rule that you have to become a Geisha after being Maika. You can quit. After being a Maika for 5 or 6 years, you are free to go and do anything. So that some people get married, some people get different jobs.
Do you have to be a virgin to become a Maika?
Well, everybody's virgin here.
Okay, everyone here is virgin. I guess the reason why I'm asking is because if you decide not to become Geisha, you'll be going back into the world over the age of 20 with having no boyfriends at all. Do you find that a bit scary?
She never actually thought about it, so can't give you any answer, but because never thought about it.
It seems this is more of a glorified finishing school than the sort of upmarket whorehouse I'd expected. It's the girls who want to come, often against their parents' wishes, learning a Jane Austen-style collection of music playing, dancing, serving tea and teasing men, but with no sex. Apparently none at all. As my week draws to a close, I have one final task to perform. A sort of coming out ceremony, only the stakes are much higher. We're being visited by the Geisha House's most important client, a monk who is a stickler for tradition. He's going to judge how far I've come in our own private tea ceremony. All eyes are on me, and I'm terrified. It's my last day in the Geisha House. I've been primped and preened, scolded and punished, and finally, I think I'm starting to get it. My poise is improving, my dress feels better, even my head stopped itching. But now I face my final task, a ceremonial tea service for a senior monk.
For this Okia house, he is one of the most precious, important client. And he wants very, very important place. So, and he wants to have tea served by you.
Mother is taking it very seriously. It's like a restaurant being visited by a top critic, and I'm the main dish. I practice furiously. I don't want to disappoint anyone.
You don't have to push on your right. One more time, you do it. You practice.
I've been trying to learn how to do this all day. So monotonous, just like folding and unfolding, but everything's so precise. I've just been doing it for hours and I'm kind of a bit numb to it now. I hope that I get kind of that nervous energy back when I actually have to sit there and do it.
3, and then you put inside.
My legs. As the highly choreographed ceremony approaches, I'm terrified. I'm determined to do my best, but I also realise something is bothering me. I want Mother to approve of me for who I am. Not a shining chrysanthemum with the same looks and mannerisms as hundreds before me, but as me, Dawn, an individual.
When I walked in, it's all so formulated. I sat down, but I sat down and my feet were over the wooden panel that goes across the floor, and it was absolute agony. So in my head, I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm doing and all the different moves while my feet are just so sore. Concentrating so hard. The last thing in the whole world I expected everyone to do was to burst out laughing.
As the ceremony ends, I hope I did okay. I can't help but think that Mother and Kakune do like me for who I am. This is a sisterhood, and they support each other.
How do you think you did it?
I was concentrating so hard. I thought I was doing really well, and then Mother just burst out laughing. I didn't know what they were laughing at, and then suddenly everyone was just giggling at me. And what were they saying?
Well, he said that as a first time you were very good, but after the laugh, like he was not laughing, but he
did laugh.
on the edge, so like he just couldn't. He forgot everything, how to drink, all the manner that he was supposed to do.
Do you think that's ever happened to him before?
I don't think so, but he said that the tea itself tastes really good.
Okay, so it's crap at pouring it, but I made a good cup of tea.
I'm finished with my training and it's time to leave. Before I go, I have a chance to speak to Rinko. I'm not sure that having been through all this, my opinion has changed.
I kind of envy their innocence a bit. I think by the time I was 17, I think I'd done too much. I'd had experience with boys that I probably shouldn't have had. You don't really learn anything.
No.
I just put myself about. And I came into this house thinking they should be doing the same thing. They should be sleeping with people and learning about men. And really, I quite envy their innocence, you know?
Well, like I really envy them now, because when I was 17, I feel like I wasted my youth.
Yeah.
Looking at them working so hard, learning all sorts of things that I could have done when I was 15 or 16, 17. I didn't do any of this.
It's been a fascinating week. I started off thinking these girls were semi-prostitutes who discarded their individuality and wasted their youth. But instead, I found young women who embrace discipline and pursue their dream.
I love you.
It's not a dream I share, but I admire them for it. The more so because the one thing you think they have plenty of, men, seems to be the one thing they truly forgo. The geisha life is extraordinary, but it isn't for me. Even if it comes with all the sake you can drink.